Hey, it's me, Renee. I'm back. So, it's a bit early here for me. I woke up 3 hours ago. Couldn't, didn't really feel that awake, but didn't really feel like sleepy. Stay awake a bit. Now I'm more tired. Still can't sleep. So I decided I want to do a video. So it's the end of the year. A lot of people are trying to reach their goodreads goals, or maybe they're trying to. Maybe they want to read, but they don't have all that much time. So I decided, sorry, I'm gonna do a little video on short good reads. Well, why would I do a video on short bad reads? But anyway, this is a few short books I recommend if you're in need of a short book. Some of these you may know, some of this might be unknown to you. As always, I suppose. The first one is At Midnight, no, Always Midnight by Rainbow Rowell. This one is a collection of both Almost Midnights and Kindred Spirits. They've been published before as ebooks, and they're two different stories. And this is a bind-up of the two. They're both pretty short. One of them is, they're both 50 pages, so not huge. So I suppose saying anyone could get through them in no time. People read at different paces, but a lot of people could get through 50 pages before the end of the year. So if you just need one book to finish your goal, well, this is the one. If you need one book to get in a better mood, this is one. If you need a fun, cute story, well, this is the one. Then you have And a Happy New Year by Holyborn. Technically, it's the last story in a trilogy. Well, it's not the last story in a trilogy. It's the last story. Like there were there were three trilogy books, and then this came out. So it's like an epilogue in a way, I would say. But I don't think you have to read a trilogy to enjoy this one. Though of course you would enjoy it more. It is novella, so it's around. Oh, it's actually around 200 pages. It's 198 pages. So, yeah. So it's a bit on the longer side, but it's still not huge. So, if you want something a New Year based, if you want something friendship based, check this one out. And then you have Cream Buns and Crime by Robin Stevens. It's sorry. It's a collection of some of the short stories that she's written in the series. It's a collection of some news stories. Well, I'm not sure how many of these have been published before, like on ebooks, or how many haven't. Anyway, it's a collection of both stories, and also there's some chapters on real life unsolved murders. There's a chapter on classic crime authors like Agatha Christie, Arthur Conan Doyle, etc., etc. And then there's a chapter on the characters. There's a quiz at the end. So if you like this series, or maybe if you want to get into this series, because you can read them all independently, the stories, they're not really spoilery. No, I wouldn't say at all to the rest of the series. If you want, if you like historical crime, if you like NFL stuff, you should check this one out. It's on 251 pages, but as I said, it's a collection of stuff, so it's not like you need to read all of them. It's not really like there's a red thread in it, really. So you don't need to read them in order or often, really. And then next up, we have a book you've seen before. Snow in Love by Casey West, Nick Stone, Melissa De La Cruz, and Casey West, and Amy Freeman. It's an anthology, as you could guess from all these authors. It's based around Christmas or Hanukkah. It's, I think it's around 200 pages. It's 240 pages. So it's not huge, but it's of a length. I suppose if you need several books for several days for reading 100 pages, this might be like just your one book for the rest of the year. But if you read fast like me, this could be one of them. It's both LGBTQ plus. It has several religions. Two of the books stories involve Judaism, and it also has African Americans. And yeah, I would highly recommend this one. This was very fun. I would say, yeah, I would say you get a good mix of stories here. You have some unrequited love, you have some childhood love, you have some new love. It's all the lovey-dovey here, really. Sorry. And then lastly, you have All Wrapped Up by Holly Mail. It's the novella that comes after the first book in the Geek Girl series. So it's pretty early in the series, so you don't need to read the series to read this one. Though it spoils, it talks about some stuff from the first book. But if you read this first, you won't be ruined because it takes place so soon in the series. The concept of Geek Girl is that Harriet Manners is a 14-year-old, very like brainy person, but she doesn't know social stuff. And one day she gets discovered, and she becomes a model. So it's her world in the model. It's her, uh, it's her look on the model world, and it's her like perspective in the model world. It's very fun. It's got lots of slapstick humor, lots of humor, also very much relatability. She gets bullied for quite some time. So bully triggerism, if that is a huge thing for you. For me, it was good to like read something that could relate to, like, oh, finally someone's being bullied in young adults. Usually, you don't see that in young adults. It's more like in middle grade, but this is not young adults. And this one is very focused on Christmas, as you might have guessed. It's, I think it's around 200 pages. Oh, so it's a 160 pages, so it's on the smaller side. So yeah, this one, I read this for the first time this year. Highly enjoyed it, and I think it's both appropriate if you read the series, or if you haven't read the series. You can do both. So that's my recommendation for short reads, like on the shorter side. If you want to finish up your Goodreads goal, if you maybe want to start January with a short book, if you don't have that much time but you want to read something, if you're in a need for a short book, here are my recommendations. I'm Renee, and oh, I'm back. So, I suppose you could say, why are you back? Well, I remembered some more books. You could say, well, you could do more videos with short reads. I could, but I'm filming it now. So that's what I'm doing. So, these are novellas. Yeah, I suppose if you don't know what novellas they are, they're short books, um, more or less always under 200 pages, or they could be up to 250 pages. But they're more or less never over that. Over that, it's a full length, normal length book. These are all Gail Carriger books. And they all in slightly different series. Well, they're in different series, but the same in the same universe. Gail Carriger has actually written for 10 years. She's written mostly in one universe, but she's written some other universe as well, but mostly in one universe. So, moment. This is part of part of a series about werewolves. This one, as you can say, is a male-male relationship. It's a novella. It actually takes place on Christmas, so fits with that really. Fits with Christmas time we're in. And then you have How to Marry Werewolf. This is also about this is a werewolf romance, but it's not a male-male. It's a female-male. And it's very good. It's not during the Christmas, but it's a short book, and it's an interesting, good book. And then you have Poison or Protect. It's part of a. How would you describe this? I suppose maybe think spies, but it's just adults. Well, spies are usually adults. Okay, so this is based off a YA spy series, where this novella series, the spies are adults. So you see characters from before as adults. And this one is, well, all these are romances. It's a romance with a mystery plot. It's not over Christmas, but it is a very good book, and you check it out. And then you have Romancing the Inventor by Gail Carriger. As you can see, it's a lesbian relationship, lesbian romance. It's very good. I don't believe this one had a mystery in it. I think it was more like drama, like stuff happened, but it was no mystery. This one is the one I've read for the longest part in the past, but it is good. So yeah, these 4 novellas you should definitely check out if you're short on time, if you want to read something supernatural, if you want to read something short, if you want to get into Gail Carriger, check these ones out. Definitely highly recommend them. And that is all for this video. Renee, out.